But starting off with the show this evening, we got to talk about Eurovision. We're a week away, and our very own Robin Scott, broadcaster and Eurovision legend, I suppose, he's going to be there in Liverpool, and I believe he's got access all areas, haven't you?
Well, I can go into the arena and I can watch the first set, the first run-through, the complete run-through. It's all changed from previous years when there was a week of a lead-up to it, lots of publicity, but between the EBU, who are the governing body, and the BBC, they've decided they don't want that anymore. TikTok is more important. Right,
okay, but you're going to be there. Tell us about the venue, because in Eurovision terms, it's a smaller venue really, isn't it?
It's probably very similar to the SSE Arena here. And if you imagine taking half of that floor area for the green room, for the artists to sit, and the other half being standing, then you have something like 6,000 in total who are going to be able to attend it. And the tickets were like gold dust.
Exactly. But you managed to get yours. You're going to be there. Did you manage to get a hotel room, though, in Liverpool?
Fortunately, I do know somebody in the hotel trade who had to negotiate with a major chain, and they wanted to back out of it because they realised how much money they could make. And those have been frightening prices. Not only are the tickets for the 3 shows costing money, but you could spend a fortune.
Oh, wow, okay. What can we expect then this year? Has the UK got a chance of winning?
It's an interesting one because May, who is a good singer, I wouldn't say she's the greatest singer, did some of the pre-shows where they go around Europe and they perform. Now, the excuse was that she wasn't feeling very well, but some said that she was singing notes that probably weren't in the song.
Right, okay.
So, but these are not professional events, as in they're not made for television, so you could argue that it's not the best area, the best sound system for you to do that. Sometimes it's better, I think less is more.
And are you a fan of the song?
I think it's very catchy.
I think it's very catchy as well. Exactly.
And the video is superb.
It is.
But the live performance, how they stage these things is really what it's all about.
Yeah. So do we know anything about her performance, her staging, what's going to happen? No?
There hasn't been anything out. She is just about, she's at the stage where she's going to be seen doing run-throughs, but what they give you, that maybe around about 15, 20 seconds of it. And there are some wonderful things that I have seen. Can we talk about Ireland?
Let's talk about Ireland. I think it's a great song, even though, of course, in the Ireland song, I was back in Johnny Lydon, of course, to get it, which I know you were very upset about his performance. You didn't like it, but
it was dreadful.
It's John Lydon from the Sex Pistols. Forget all that. Imagine Johnny Lydon rocking the Liverpool.
I'm thinking about that.
Thinking about that.
I have seen the outfit that Connor, who's the lead singer of the group representing Ireland, and it appears to be quite glam-ish.
Okay,
it's almost like flares with glitter and shininess. And that's not really, it's an odd song for a performance. It's all about peace and love and things like that.
Exactly. Now, of course, they have to get through the semi-final bit as well, don't they?
Yeah, they're in the stronger of the 2 semis. They're also in what's called the worst position, the position that very rarely will do anything, and it's number 2.
Okay, yeah.
I don't think that it has got quite the same bearing as it used to have, but the voting is changing. They're back to televotes only for the semi-final because 5 countries decided to play some games last year.
Yeah.
And the only thing that the EBU, governing body, decided to do was to take away the power of the juries in those 2 shows.
Yes, of course, yes.
But there's some wonderful things. There is a group from Croatia who are elderly. They look like something from the Third Reich. They are singing a song which is anti-war.
Right.
And does novelty work anymore in Eurovision?
I think it needs a bit of novelty. We need a group there to have a laugh at every year, don't we?
Yes, one laugh maybe.
Yes.
And I don't think...
Is it more than one laugh coming? Are we in for a load of laughs this year?
There are some songs that are very different. The Portuguese have a wonderful one that could have been in the film Cabaret.
Oh, right, okay.
Which I don't know if it's good enough to qualify, but it stands out. It's a lot of great movement. You have a guy from Denmark who is at like a TikTok age. He's 25. He's very, very savvy. He's got apparently over 1 billion people have watched some of his videos. there's a real mix and match as to the olders and the youngers. There's
Of
nobody
course,
of the
it
age
was
Engelbert.
TikTok that did it for Sam Ryder last year. That's where he built up his fan base, wasn't it? So
Sam Ryder was really a gem.
Yeah.
He was an exception, and I think the BBC, in all honesty, I think they'd be happy if they got to the left-hand side of the scoreboard.
of course, yes, yeah.
Let me see. I mean, I took some notes. There's a great song from Austria.
Yeah.
In the past, there have been people of history. Mata Hari's been talked about. Cleopatra's been talked about, but maybe not Edgar Allan Poe.
Wow, okay.
The song is all about the ghost of Edgar Allan Poe, who inhabits a lady who then writes wonderful material that publishers want to take up.
Wow.
Now, whoever thought about that as a concept?
Exactly. If you had to choose one to win, then we'll check with you next week and see if you're still of that thought. Who do you think is going to be this year then? Who's the favourite?
The favourite probably is Finland.
Right.
Finland's a guy who starts off in the video in a boxing ring. Apparently the story is he wants to get himself lubricated to go out and enjoy a weekend. And halfway through the song changes completely into something that's a lot more jolly. So what's it called? It's called Cha 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 by Karja.
Okay.
So the Finnish will correct that.
I'll watch out for that one, exactly, yeah. What about our halftime entertainment? We're hearing rumours of all different people. Frankie Goes to Hollywood could be making a comeback?
The BBC have really gone to town. They have got artists from all over the years, not just in the hall, around. Liverpool's going to be buzzing with what's happening. I think all three shows are going to be on their main channel, which is what they want to publicise. And I think that you will be amazed. If anyone can do something properly, they can.
Now, 30 years as well since Niamh Kavanagh won with In Your Eyes. I hope they're going to remember that on the night.
I haven't heard anything about celebrating winning songs as such. Katrina, I know, will be part of the event, but I don't think there's any Gina G. I don't think there's anything else particularly historically orientated, but the videos in between the songs and the videos during the rehearsals are going to look back to the Eurovision history.
Brilliant. Okay, we're going to get you back live from Liverpool next week. Hopefully Niamh Kavanagh will be with us as well for that. And we'll find out how you're getting on in Liverpool. Robin Scott, good to see you as always.
And you too.
Thank you.